Alright guys, this is gonna be my reaction to Shawn Mendes' new album called Wonder. Before I get into this, I'm just gonna say that I'm not particularly qualified to talk about something like this. I don't know much about how mainstream music works. I know a lot of classical music and I know a lot of theory in that, but that's not really the same as something like Shawn Mendes' music. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt, and yeah, just enjoy. Alright, so I'm gonna be rating all of his songs and album with a personalized rating system. It's gonna be on three things. It's gonna be on the lyrics, so that's just, self-explanatory. Number two is gonna be about the musicality, so everything ranging from chords to scales to, everything that the music has to offer. And number three would be its coverability. I'm not sure if that's a word, but let's just roll with it. Basically, it's how easy the song is going to be for music artists or cover artists to sing. All of this is going to be purely opinion-based to me. So let me know in the comments what your ratings for each of these songs are. So let's get into it. So quickly, I just want to look at the cover art for this album, and I'm just going to say that it looks very different to his previous albums, and I think that's actually reflective of the music that's about to be shown. So far, all his music's been acoustic based, it's all been homemade and vintage and stuff like that. And you can actually see that reflected in his most recent album that he had. See, in this album, he's more exploring a new side of his music. He's gonna experiment with stuff like falsetto, with harmonies and stuff like that, which is new stuff. So I'm excited. Let's start with the first track on his album. Well, it's not really a track. It's called Intro. So far, it seems pretty simple. If I had to guess, then I would say that it's gonna rise up in tempo soon. Oh, not tempo, volume rather. You have a million different faces. Okay, this is very different to what I was actually expecting. He sounds, well, he's using a lot more falsetto. It sounds much higher than his famous songs. I'm impressed so far. Let's see. But they'll never understand. Nice, that's so good. Unless you let them in. Chance to get lost in wonderland. Okay, there's the. Wow, that's a lot to unpack from such a short piece there. I got a lot of Frozen movie trailer vibes with the rising music which drops back down to the original. That's used a lot in trailer music. So I'm excited for whatever song he's next. Alright guys, this is Shawn's single to his album, so it's called Wonder, of course, and I've heard the chorus maybe a couple of times. I haven't heard the full song yet, so this is gonna be a new thing. Let's listen. Okay, so already there's a lot of harmonies going on, which isn't really Shawn's style. All of his music so far, if I'm correct, it's all been acoustic based. So I'm excited. Let's go. I wonder if I'm being real. Do I speak my truth or do I filter how I feel? Before I close my eyes, the only thing that's on my
what you feeling too. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you.
That falsetto was crazy. Like, he put so much power behind it. Like, it's crazy. It's so good. If I was to sing that high, I wouldn't be able to pull off the strength in the vocal. It would be quiet. Like, I'm not sure if it's post-production work, but it sounds very good. Like, with his vocals, with the song in general. It sounds quite nice.
Why I'm so afraid of saying something wrong. I never said I was a saint. I wonder.
The music picks up here. There's more backing track.
Condition to feel like it makes me less of a man. And I wonder if someday you'll be by my side.
Ooh, okay, that's a change. Wow. Wow. That is pretty, it left me speechless. That's so good. So, the song in general, it kind of reminded me of, In My Blood. Like, the slow and soft, like, intro, like, verse type, and then it builds up in the pre-chorus. And then in the chorus, it, like, lets loose all this, like, emotion and, you know. I feel like it's reflective in both songs. Like, it's all about, like, self-acceptance, right? And, you know, just, like, breaking out of, like, barriers and stuff. Overall, music ability, let's give it a 4.5 out of 5. Cover ability, you see, for me, if I was to cover this song, it'd be very difficult, just because of the range. But other than that, it's a very simple song. There's not many jumps. It's all pretty basic. I'd give it, just because of the high notes, I'd give it a 4. And lyrics, I'll give it a 4 as well. This is Shawn Mendes' second song, well, the second song that he released before his album was released. It's featuring Justin Bieber. It's called Monster. Let's have a listen. Okay. I'm vibing to it already.
You put me on a pedestal and tell me I'm the best.
Alright, there's the falsetto voice again. Like, I feel like that's gonna be the trend, like, in this video. Most of the songs are gonna be, like, high range. Let's continue.
Raise me up into the sky until I'm short of breath. But what if I trip? What if I fall?
So here Shawn is singing the main chorus in a lower range, while there's a harmony, probably by him as well, that's going up high. That sounds very nice.
Then am I the monster? Just let me know. I was 15 when the world put me on a pedestal. I had big dreams of doing shows and making memories. Made some bad moves trying to act cool, upset by their jealousy.
So his verse already sounds very Justin-like, and it's weird because you don't really think of Justin's style with Shawn's style. Like, they have pretty different styles of music, yet in this song, they already seeming like they like fit in. Like, it already sounds so good with both their voices. So, you know, that's like one of the like weird combos that you never thought would work.
What if I trip? What if I fall?
So here's the difference. In Shawn's melody, well, chorus, he sings in a lower register with a high harmony. Here, Justin is completely singing in a high range. And it kind of gives a contrast, like it's rising up in like volume and intensity almost. Well, that's what I'm getting from this.
Then am I the master? Just let me know.
Okay. So from what I've got from that, like music wise, it's gone from like a very quiet start, like with like only a couple of instruments, to like a whole like band of like guitars and drums and harmonizers, and it's all gone up like slowly, like a steady arc, which makes it sound very good. Well, the song itself, especially Justin's part, it's reminiscent of his new song called Lonely. It's about like how he felt abandoned and by himself as a kid since he was so young when he got propelled to fame that it was difficult to like act or something like stuff like that. And this song, although it's like a completely different style from like Justin's like slow, like sad song in Lonely, conveys like a similar message. Like I think I've give the song like lyric wise a 4.5. Musicality, give it a 4. Coverability overall, I think to cover the song it'd be pretty easy and it'd be pretty nice to make a cover of a song like this. Maybe like I'd probably give it a 5 out of 5. It's my favorite song so far. All right, guys. So the album just came out, and I'm gonna be reacting to a song called Higher. I haven't heard any of these songs, so I'm really excited.
I can't get much higher.
That I was not expecting that. What? Oh my.
New York in the summertime. Get close with a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Last year was a broken heart. Last year was a broken heart. Things are getting better. Don't feel it's looking
Alright.
nice. As long as we're together. No, I can't get much higher. No, I can't get much higher.
Okay. Whoa. Right. So that is so different. I kind of got like Bollywood like vibes, like with the beat in the background and with the vocals. It's like it's so good. I'm excited for the rest.
All eyes are looking at us, but I can't stop falling in love. Always been the one that I want. Always been the one that I want. Getting better, don't feel it's looking nice. As long as we're together, no, I can't get much higher. No, I can't get much higher.
I just realized that the I can't get so higher. That's like he's singing lower with a higher harmony. He's done that before in other songs, but I just realized that right now. Great. That is so different. It does almost doesn't sound like Shawn, like the song itself. The like I'm pretty sure at the end it was like a flute or a recorder or something like that. That added with like the beats of the drums, it literally sounded like something straight out of Bollywood, and it's pretty catchy as well. The lyrics are very simple. They repeat themselves, and it's got the same meaning. It's about love, you know. Not really much to say there. It's not a difficult song to sing. It's pretty easy. The the I can't get so higher is that top part there. That's very high, but that's possible to sing. Lyric wise, just because it repeats itself and it's quite simple, I'm giving it a 3.5. Musicality wise, I'll give it a 4. And coverability, 4.5. It's an easy song to cover, it's got a simple message, and it's a jam. Alright guys, this is the 4th song in his album. It's called 24 Hours. Let's have a listen. Okay. It's quite like a lo-fi beat actually.
All it takes is 24 hours. Sign the check and the place is ours. It's a little sound, but I wanna come home to you. And I promise I mean every word. I'll paint the world that you deserve. Every color you'd imagine. I can't wait for it to happen. 'Cause
Alright, I just want to pause it here just to, tell you guys what I'm thinking. So far, it's very minimalistic. This actually reminds me of old Shawn. It's got one piano, just playing one key, and that's the beat. And also, there's harmonies and everything. It's like it almost has like a bittersweet love song. It's like something that could play in a wedding, which I think contrasts a lot to Higher. They have a similar message of love, but they execute it so differently. Let's continue.
all it takes is 24 hours. Sign the check and the place is ours.
This part sounds
It's
so
a
nice.
little sound, but I wanna come home to you. Not the type to overthink.
Nice run.
All it takes is 24 hours. Sign the check and the place is ours. It's a little sound,
That's
but
nice.
I wanna come home to you.
Oh my. I've just realized 24 hours clocks that one singular piano key playing at intervals. It's like a ticking clock. If that is what it's meant to be, then wow. It's a love song. It's simple. It's great. Lyric-wise, it's about like it's kind of like Lost in Japan if you think about it. It's about a person wanting to be back to their lover, like very quickly, and like they want to be with them. So I'd give the lyrics a 4 out of 5 because of that. Music-wise, if I'm right about the clock, then that's genius stuff. I'd give it a 5 out of 5 if that's true. And finally, coverability. That's such an easy song to cover. It's not hard. There's that one part where it does go up in like range, but to most people that is quite doable. And it's a nice ballad to sing to like your girlfriend or like boyfriend or whatever. So coverability, 4.5. All right, guys, this is Teach Me How to Love. Okay, this is more rock pop than the others.
To explore you. My hands around you. Ooh, teach me how to touch you, teach, caress you, and please you. Teach me how to love.
Okay, so Teach Me How to Love. So far, it's got a lot of drums. It's got a lot of it's kind of rock pop. I had mentioned that before. I can see this being played in like nightclubs and discos, and people just dancing along to it.
Imagination. Now I'm fixated, and I'm dying to learn. Every inch of you, there's something new. Touch you, taste, caress you, and please you. Teach me how to love.
I've just realized what the song's message is. And I'm not gonna say it, but at least it's like a milder version and not like blunt. But that kind of low-key ruined the song a little bit, but let's just continue. It's like a guitar jig right now. Oh my. Teach me how to love. aside from the implied meaning of these lyrics, the song is a bop. You can jam to it. It's gonna be in like discos. I can already see it happening. I was jamming to that the entire time. It's got a catchy feel. It actually reminded me of Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling with all the dancing and all that jazz. Overall, the song is great. So, lyrics. Just because it's not blunt and leaves more to the imagination, I guess, if that's the right term to describe it, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. The coverability is a 5 out of 5. I can already see people just like vibing along while they're singing this, and like, last but not least, musicality, 5 out of 5. This is a great song. Alright guys, this is the 6th song in this album. It's called Call My Friends.
Right now I'm alone inside the airport, and you're all at a bar in a hometown.
This is more sad
Feels
than
like
the song.
we live in different lives. I should call my friends. I should call my friends.
This is different. From the verse, I was expecting a slow and sad like song, but the chorus is completely different. In a way, the contrast is a good thing. Like, it actually fits in somehow. So, yeah, I'm excited. Now it's like rock operas. Alright then. Okay. So the start of the song is like slow and like sad, and I expected it to be a sad ballad about missing friends. And the song switches genres almost, like from the slow to the almost rock pop, and then it just continues that rock all the way into the end. And it's unexpected, but it's pretty interesting. Lyric-wise, the song repeats itself in both the phases of the song, but I guess they have some turn of originality. I've not really heard too many songs about friends. It's always been about love. So lyric-wise, I'd give it 4 out of 5. Musicality, 4 out of 5. Coverability, the slow sad, that's for me. I sing slow and sad songs. The groovy parts, maybe not so much, but it's still a good song. 4 out of 5. That's 3 4 out of 5s. Alright guys, this is Dream. It already has that dreamy aspect to it.
Hello, hello, hello. Can I hear an echo? Purple, red, and yellow. I can't wait to get home. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream.
Okay.
Dream about you.
I did not expect that as the chorus. That's like layers of harmonies staggered to create like the effect of more people adding to the song. That's nice. Before the chorus, there's a lullaby dream sort of quality, which is the song's title. So he's done a great job there in creating that effect. Let's continue. Okay. Picks up good.
Flowers, picking up the petals. I don't wanna wake up without you laying next to me. When I'm apart from you, I just close my eyes, and all I have to do.
about you, about you, about you, about you. I don't know what about it. It's just so funny to me because after you say it a couple of times, it just doesn't sound like a word anymore. I don't know. That's just me. The song has a pretty dreamlike quality. You start off with like slow descent into dreams. You got the massive like ensemble of like drums and guitars and stuff like that. That's in the middle, like you're in the middle of your dream, and you come back out with like the reverbed and distorted vocals there. So musicality, 4 out of 5. Lyrics, they get a 4 out of 5. Coverability. Oh, this is an easy song to cover. Let's go for a 5 out of 5. Alright guys, this is Song for No One. Ukuleles.
I wake up a little drunk, check my phone, I'm all alone. 10 missed calls, a couple texts, none of them who I'm looking for. Who I'm looking for. Someone I adore.
Alright, so far the song is very minimalistic. It kind of reminds me of just freelance YouTube channels making an original song almost. Like that simple. It's got ukuleles, it's got harmonies at some time, and it's just got the vocal. 3 things. It's very simple, and I like it.
This is a song for no one. That's okay, I'll be fine anyway.
What? What? I feel like for a lot of these songs, it's almost like Shawn's experiencing an existential crisis. He can't really decide on what genre his songs want to be. It's incredible how he does that, and it actually sounds nice. So, the musicality is a 4 out of 5. Coverability. This is a very easy song to cover, so I'd give it a 4 out of 5 as well. The lyrics, it's like, it's a guy who, they like someone who doesn't like them back. And so, he's writing a love song to no one because no one likes him back. So it's almost like it's sad, but he's like embraced it in the song. So I think that's very interesting. So lyric-wise, it's a 5 out of 5. Alright guys, this is 305.
You're my sunlight on a rainy day. Would take my heart with you if you walked away. I'm a mess right now, baby help me out. I'm scared I'm gonna wake up and you let me down.
I got movie vibes. This is like a movie soundtrack right now. I can envision like a car driving down a deserted road with the radio blasting this song. Everything about it so far. It's pop, basically. It's pretty much fully pop. Let's listen to the chorus.
It's 3:05. I'm on a roller coaster ride. I'm thinking I'll change your mind. I don't wanna let go. Never been so sure in my life.
Alright, so that is fully a movie trailer vibe, like a movie soundtrack vibe. The guitars at the end, the drums, everything about that sounds so good and is something that, people can dance to and vibe to, you know? So, musicality is gonna be 4 out of 5. The lyrics, they're pretty good. They pretty much rhyme. It's all simple lyrics, and it's easy to understand, easy to convey, and stuff like that. I'd give it a 4 out of 5. And finally, coverability. It's easy to cover, and you can probably enjoy the time while you cover it. So, also a 4 out of 5. Alright, this is called Always Being You.
It's a fairy tale I can't explain, full of words I don't know how to say. You're the only one that my heart keeps coming back to.
Ooh, okay.
It's always been you, it's always been you. It's always been you, it's always been you.
So, at the start, it sounded like something straight out of a Disney movie, and towards the chorus, there's that classic, like, loud instrumental background which stops. You sing a tiny bit, maybe the chorus, or maybe, like, the song title, like, you sing that, and then it goes back into the loud backing track, stops again, does that. And that creates, like, such a great effect.
And you've seen all my darkest fears, like you've known me for 1,000 years.
Now it's gone back to the Disney vibe.
Was really underneath all the scars and insecurities. Only one that my heart keeps coming back to.
Wow. So, at the start is a full-on Disney vibe. I've said that so many times before. But and then it goes up into this giant thing. It's great. The genre switch almost with the what I said before with the loud backing track and it stops to the chorus and stuff like that. That's great. Musicality gets a 4 out of 5. Coverability. It's pretty easy to cover, but I'd give it a 3.5. And finally, lyrics, 4 out of 5. Alright guys, this is Piece of You.
Yeah, it makes me wanna cry.
Alright, starting off strong with the
Don't know
run.
what to do. Everybody wants a piece.
Okay.
I get reckless, I'm obsessive, I'm pathetic and possessive. You're so sure it makes me insecure.
This is almost like an R&B vibe right now. like I said, he's switching genres within songs from a slow ballad to R&B. It's great.
Everybody wants a piece of you. I get jealous, but who wouldn't pay you look like you do? From the second you walk in the room, my heart is ruined. Everybody wants a piece. My heart is ruined. Everybody wants a piece.
Alright. I actually got a lot of Bruno Mars, like funk style, kind of like his song Finesse. It's got that funk beat. It's got those high notes. The song, it's not it is original, but it's almost using a structure of funk, pop, R&B that's overused. And that's in my opinion, at least. I like the song, but to me, it did feel familiar, almost too familiar. So that's why I'm giving the musicality a 3.5. Not a 3.5. That's why I'm giving the musicality a 3 out of 5. The lyrics, they're solid, 4 out of 5. And coverability. You really got to have that Michael Jackson like tone to your voice to be able to sing a song like this. So it's pretty difficult. 3.5 out of 5. Alright, this is Look Up at the Stars. Sounds romantic already.
Look up at the stars, they're like pieces of art.
Yeah, I expected it to sound like this.
Floating above.
Oh, waiting for the genre change already.
It's a Friday night and the streetlights are all saying your name. I'm not gonna let you down.
There's the genre change. Let's go.
The sun shining down on me. So let me spend the night in Wonderland with you. I am feeling so lucky.
It's like 3 different genres.
Sun shining down on me.
Okay, the little piano at the end. Wow, I'm convinced that none of his songs are gonna maintain a stable genre. Now that I mention it, Monster and Wonder, the 2 songs that he released first, are the only stable songs so far. But that's the thing with these songs, that although they change genre, they're still good. I expected that one and it still caught me by surprise, and I'm still vibing to that. Musicality, I've got to give that a 4 out of 5. It's great. The song itself, it's like, imagine you're sitting on a hill with your loved one and you're looking up the stars and you're just singing the song, you know? That's what it sounds like at the start, and towards the end, you know, it becomes something so much more, almost as if you're flying up in the stars themselves, like looking around. Just my take on this. So lyric-wise, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. And coverability. You really, for these songs, have to nail the change in genre. Something that I don't think I'd be able to do. So I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. Alright guys, this is the last song in his album. It's called Can't Imagine. I can't imagine that this album is ending. Sorry, that was a horrible pun. I apologize for that. I think it's raining in the background.
I can't imagine what a world would be. I can't imagine what a world would be. No, I can't imagine what a world would be. No,
Right, so this sounds like a live performance. Like Shawn's just sitting out like in his backyard in like a park, and he's just singing this. And I can't imagine what the change in genre will be, if there even is one. Sorry for the bad pun. And you know, I'm excited.
I can't imagine what a world would be without you.
He's put a lot of vibrato in between everything, pretty much.
Without you.
Right there.
Cool. That's good for now.
That is good for now, Shawn. It sounds live. It sounds like it's one take. And that makes it so good of a song. Lyric-wise, it just repeats itself. So, not much originality going on there, but he repeats like two separate phrases the entire time. It doesn't actually feel like that. It feels like multiple different lyrics, but it is what it is. It's a great song. It's a great closing song. I feel like this might have been like the first song he wrote for his album. It's great. It's a great song. Guys, and that wraps up my reaction to the Wonder album. I've got to say, I did not expect such a diverse range, especially since most of the songs change genres halfway through. Like, I did not expect that of Shawn Mendes. But, you know, it's so different to his previous songs where it's all like acoustic based. This is like a new step for Shawn in his music career. My favorite songs, I've got to say, have to be Wonder, Monster, 305, Teach Me How to Love, and 24 Hours. Those are my 5 favorite songs. If I had to say my least favorite song, it's a hard shout. Probably Piece of You. Maybe Higher. Between Piece of You and Higher. Those are my 2 lesser favorite songs. But every song in here is good. Like, I can see myself making a cover of any of these songs. This was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed my nonsensical rambling, and check out my other content if you appreciate what I do, and see you guys later.